Okay, now we are going to start our next question, which is a section C question. The government of Wyeland trying to reduce spending on public service as part of its effort to reduce the country's overall budget deficit. Now remember one thing, government is the one which is not working to earn profit. And responsibility of the government is to provide what? Responsibility of the government is to provide value for money. And value for money is based on three things which are called economy, efficiency, and effectiveness, which is also called 3 E's. Alternatively, we can say that performance of the government is measured against what? Performance of the government is measured against budget. Oh, sorry, measured against what we can say utilization of financial resources efficiently or utilization of taxpayers' funds efficiently. As a result, government has announced to plan to reduce the total budget. Government has announced to reduce the plan to the total budget for weed and public forces by 3% of the year ended 30th of June 2008. The chief police officer, the most senior police officer in Wyeland, has reacted angrily to this announcement. They have stated that funding cut like this will inevitably lead to reduction in number of police officers and a reduction in level of service which the police forces across the country can provide. And it can lead to what? It can lead to increase in crimes. Police forces in the Wyeland are organized on a regional basis, but overall aim of all the police forces in the country to provide a value for money to ensure the safety and security of the community across the country. This overall aim is called what? It is called effectiveness. Effectiveness means achievement of the objective. In support to this overall aim, all of the police officers also have the following three objectives. Number one, to reduce rates of crime, to identify offenders, those who carry out crime and bring them to justice, to provide the best possible protection and support for individuals and communities. There is a notional target of 50% of crimes should be solved within 1 year of being reported. At the end of the year, the performance of all police forces is reviewed, and this review process is currently underway. Selected performance data for three of the regions for the year ended 30th of June 2008 is as follows. Explain the term economy, effectiveness, and efficiency in a value for money context. And the B part is if you're using 3 E's, headings in the template period, assess the performance of each of the Northland, Central, and Southern police forces in Wyeland for the year ended 30th of June 2008. There are 5 marks available for the calculations and 12 marks are available for the discussions. Okay, first of all, we will write down the difference between economy, efficiency, and effectiveness. So we will start from where? We will start from the value for money. Value for money has three aspects: economy, efficiency, and effectiveness. Economy. Economy means what? Economy means We are trying to provide our services at the lowest possible cost without affecting the quality or at an acceptable quality level. Means to provide services or product up to an acceptable level of quality which is available at lowest possible cost. This is economy. Then we have efficiency. Efficiency means productivity. Your output must be equal to the input, or output must be at its maximum against the availability of resources. Output of the organization must be at its maximum level against input of resources. Further, we can say that utilization of resources at its optimum level will increase productivity. Next one is effectiveness. Means organization is capable to achieve aims and objectives. Which means to provide safety and security. Now we will do the next part, part B. Any question related to part A? Okay. Now he is saying that use this table and measure performance with regard to the question. Okay. Table is missing. I will copy in a moment. Now you can see this table for the part B. We are required to calculate these ratios. First we have what? First we are required to calculate to reduce rates of crime. This one is our target. And how to reduce? We have total number of crimes reported in the year 112,300. Here we have 84,300. Here we have 88,620. Number of crimes solved within 12 months 56,980, then 48,560, 46,735. Number of police force employees is available. Annual cost of police force is given. Total population of the region is provided. So now we will do what? We will calculate the performance on the basis of what? on the basis of given information. For example, the first one is how many crimes are reported per 1000 residents. Number of crimes reported are what? Now we will calculate crimes reported per 1000 residents. Here we have 2,250,000 divided by, sorry, crimes are 112,380 divided by 2,250 per 1000. So it is 49.94 per 1000 means do not include this 100,000. Here we have what? We have 84,300 divided by 1,900. Here we have what? We have 86,620 divided by 2080. So these are the crimes reported per 1000. 88,620 divided by 2080. Then we have next number of police staff per 1000. This is the police force employees. So number of police staff per 1000 residents. Police employees are 11,025 divided by 2250, 4.9. Here we have for the central 10,300 divided by 1,900. Here we have 11,060 divided by 2080. So 5.31. Next one is percentage of crime solved within 12 months. Crimes solved within 12 months. Okay, we solved or they solved 56,980 and total reports were 112,380. So it is 50.5, or we can convert into percentage 51% if we round. 48,500, sorry, 560 divided by 84,300. So it is 57.6 or 58%. Then we have 46,375 divided by 88,620. So we have what? We have 52%. This is the ratio of the crime resolved. Then we have next ratio, crime resolved by each police force. So crimes are what? 56,980 were solved by 11,025 in Southern, 5.16. Here 48,560 divided by 10,300. Here 46,735 divided by 11,060. Next one is Cost of police force per population. We can calculate cost of police force on each member of population. So what is the cost? Here police force cost is 735 million. 735 million divided by 2,250,000, 326.7. Then we have 685 million divided by 1.9 million. Then we have 715 million divided by 2,080,000. So this is the cost per person of population. These are the mayors. Now we are done with these mayors. What we need to do, we need to make commentary on it. First of all, we will discuss economy. What is the focus of economy? Economy's focus is to incur lowest possible cost without affecting the quality. Here, which one is performing well in terms of cost? Cost per police person, lowest possible cost is basically paid by Northern. Northern is performing well in this area. They are paying lowest possible cost and they are serving and they resolved highest possible or highest number of crimes. So they are working in effectively and they are basically working in an economic way. Although their crime resolved percentage is 51%, which is lower than the central. Their number of police staff per 1,000 is lowest in comparison with the others, and their crimes reported per 1,000 residents are highest. So, if we talk about economy, with respect to economy, we can say that their cost per population is lowest, but their number of police staff members 1,000 is also the lowest number. In comparison of what? In comparison, they perform little better, or we can say that they try to perform better than the others. So here we will say Northern force looks cheapest among all, where cost of police force on each member is lowest in comparison with others, and their number of police staff per 1,000 is also lowest. So economy, Northern performed well. Next one is efficiency. In efficiency, crime resolve ratio of the Northern is lowest. Here, Northern could not perform well. It is lowest among all. Their crimes reported are highest. So their efficiency is not good with respect to crimes resolved in 12 months time. Northern is Northern force is not good in terms of efficiency because they could resolve only 51% cases in 12 months, which is lowest in comparison with others. In comparison with others. And their crimes reported per 1,000 residents are highest in comparison with central and southern. We can say it is because of lowest budget to southern and number of police force is also lowest in as compared to other two others. So we cannot blame fully to northern. Understood? Any question? Next one is effectiveness. What is effectiveness? Effectiveness means target must be achieved. Now, northern target was to achieve what? Their target was to resolve crimes as soon as possible, to keep crimes at the lowest possible ratio. This is what they could not achieve. They could not keep clients at the crimes at the lowest possible level. Yes, you can see that lowest budget per person is given to the northern. Crime, you can see crimes reported cost per person. This one is lowest, right? Next one is effectiveness. Northern region has highest number of crimes reported. So we can say northern has lowest effectiveness in comparison with other two regions. One thing, Northern could resolve only 51% crimes within 12 months, within 12 months time. If there will be further reduction, it will lead to further problems and performance of Northern could be more worse than this. So this is the commentary about economy, efficiency and effectiveness about the northern region. Question asked us to calculate values for 5 marks. We are done with all the relevant workings. So we can say that in the actual exams, if we face such type of question, we can secure 5 marks. And 12 marks are available for the discussion. And we need to discuss performance of all the three regions. I have discussed the performance of Northern and as well as I wrote a few points. This is basically a message to for the students that how to write the commentary. Now we will discuss the central. Central has what? Central has comparatively highest cost. For the central, we can say that what central is consuming highest cost per police person. If a department is consuming highest cost per police person, then their efficiency must be at its optimum level. And we can say that their crime resolve ratio is also at its best. So, with respect to 3 E's, we can say that central region could not achieve the economy. It is consuming highest possible cost for each police person or for each member of the population. It is consuming $360.5263 for each member of population, but its ratio of crime resolved is highest among all as well, and they successfully resolved 58% of the crimes. And in there, but we can say that when it comes to efficiency, we can say that they are highest in terms of the number of police officers per thousand per staff thousand population. There are 5.42 police officers for each 1000, which is highest in comparison with the northern and as well as in comparison with the southern region. So if we look at the number of police per thousand, but still their crimes reported by the others are what? Their crimes reported by the others are by the residents are 44.36 per thousand, which is highest in comparison with the southern region, even by consuming highest possible cost or even by providing highest number of police staff per thousand, still reporting of crime is greater than the southern region. Crime resolved by each police force, their crime resolved is also not better than the southern region, and again they are facing problem in this area as well. So we can say that central is consuming highest possible cost. It is not economic division, but they are resolving their cases highest in comparison with others, so they are effectively meeting their target. Their number of police persons 1,000 per 1,000 residents are high, which is not an efficient way of performing the job because their crimes reported per 1,000 residents is highest or is higher in comparison with the southern, and as well as their crime result is not better than the southern, although they performed except economy and the crime resolved, they performed better than what? They performed better than the southern. But they are consuming highest possible cost. Southern is the one which falls in between central and northern with respect to different calculations. They are basically consuming middle cost of 343.75, although Northern is consuming lowest possible 360.667 per member of the population and Central consume 360. In comparison with this cost, because their crime resolved within the 12 months is better than the southern but lower than the central. So they could not perform better than the central and they could resolve 52%. In comparison with the northern, their cost is higher, but their number of crimes resolved within the 12 months time is low. If we look at crime resolved by each police officer, their police officers resolved 4.22588 crimes, which is which is less than among all the three. So Southern is performing poor in this area in comparison with the Northern and Central. So if we look at number of staff member, number of police staff per thousand residents, they have 5.317 in comparison of what? In comparison of Central and as well as Northern. Central has 5.42 police workers and Northern has 4.2. And crimes reported per 1,000 residents are at the second number in this area, sorry, lowest in this area, 42.60. So we can say that again, Southern also could not perform well with respect to all 3 E's, economy, efficiency, and effectiveness, but they performed well in terms of crime reported per 1,000 residents. Crime reported low ratio is lowest among all. They are like crime resolved by each police force, they are poor in this area, their ratio is weaker, but percentage of crime resolved within 12 months is 1% better than the northern and 6% lower than the central. Number of police staff per 1,000 are greater than northern region, but still they just so resolved 1% greater issue cases or crimes within the last 12 months. And they are consuming more cost in comparison with the northern. So in conclusion, we can say that none of the region of the police could perform well in all the three areas. If there will be further reduction in the budget, it will affect their performance adversely and number of crimes will rise, their capacity to resolve the crimes within the certain time period will fall down, and ultimately they will face what? They will face criticism from the public, and their failures will rise, which can lead to problems, and police force will be or will face significant criticism from the public, media, and the other stakeholders. So that's why the government should not reduce the budget of the police force. If they can increase, then they should increase their budget or otherwise continue with the previous budget. Anyone, any question?